welcome to Izzy's Tarot. Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have gone anywhere, but you came to my channel. For that, I'm extremely grateful. Thank you so much. I am going to do a Cancer love prediction reading for January 23rd through January 29th. Please keep in mind this is a general read. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Don't try to make it your story. In addition, please know this energy can go either way. It can be your energy, your significant other's energy, or someone else's in your love space. Please keep that in mind as you watch and as you listen. If you enjoy my reading, or if my reading resonates with you, please give me a subscription or a like. I will be most humbled. I'm always honored and very grateful if you decide to give me a subscription or a like. Thank you in advance if you do. Let's see what's going on with my emotional, fun, kind, sweet, loving Cancers. Show me, spirit guides, what's going on with my Cancer, spirit guides. Show me what's going on with my empathetic Cancers. Show me, spirit guides. Show me what's going on with my loving Cancers. Let's see, Cancers, what you got going on. Let's see. Spirit guides, show me. The Sun. The Three of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Wands. And the Four of Wands. Well, the Sun card leads your reading, but you know the Sun card is the best card. It's supposedly, or people say that the Sun card is the best card in the deck because it is all about emotional happiness, just enjoying life, doing what you do, having a good time, feeling like you're young again if you're not very young, no pain, no gain, just doing what you do and enjoying life. But the Sun also illuminates things. The Sun illuminates the pros and the cons in a relationship. And what this Sun card did, you thought you were happily and merrily on your way. You thought you were doing the doggone thing. All was well. That's what you thought. But here that Sun did illuminates it. And here's this Three of Swords. This is heartbreak. This is pain. The Sun illuminated someone that was in your love space that you really, really, really were in love with. But they had another person because it's three. There's three here. There's three swords. There's two for you and one that's through your heart. And the one that's through your heart is the other person that's in your relationship or that was in your relationship. This was a very hurtful situation for you. This relationship that you had was very, very hurtful. Very hurtful. Pain. But here's what's interesting, or what I think, this is how the universe works. The Wheel of Fortune is in the middle of your reading. Now, the Wheel of Fortune means good karma. Everything is moving on your behalf. The Wheel of Fortune also is a destined relationship. It's almost like that you had to go through this so that you can get on the other side. I'm going to tell you about the other side here in just a moment. You had to go through this pain, this hurt, this heartache, because it's almost like you were almost like pie in the sky. You didn't think anything could happen to you. You thought that everything was roses and all of, everything, but that's not how life is, but that's how you saw it. But you almost had to go through this destined pain, this destined relationship, this hurtful relationship, because it's not about you, it's about them. But you had to go through this so that you can learn a lesson. You can go through this so that you can learn a lesson and understand that everything is not always roses and sun and smiles. It's sometimes rain and showers and darkness and damp and wet. I mean, just it's some of those things too. But I think you almost had too much of an attitude that it was always sunshine and rainbows. And what happens is when you feel that way, you cannot make a relationship sustain, because we all know, or you know now too, that relationships are up and down. They're up and down, they're in and out, and everything in between. So here's this Wheel of Fortune here that means that this was a karmic, either a destined relationship that you had to go through. Now, what I see, though, which is interesting, I see a free-spirited person around you. Here's someone, a Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands is all about being a free spirit. Is this you? Cancer, because you released this, because you've learned your lesson with someone, because now you understand about life and how it sometimes can pain, but you still can move on. I think that this Page of Wands, who is very free spirited, does their own thing, enjoys life, having a good time, learning all kind of things. It could be just, and I say this a lot: scuba diving, skydiving, doing whatever you want to do, but being very roaming and learning and having a good time. And I strongly believe that's what you're doing. I believe that that's you. I believe you've learned a lesson. I believe that you had to get yourself ready. And I also believe that there's someone right around the corner, because here's just Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a marriage, a celebration. There is someone that's right next to you or really, really close to you that is going to cause you're going to have good times with. And I think you meet them as you're having your fun times. Whatever you're doing, you're out there and enjoying life. Whatever, you're free spirited person. You're doing your thing right now. But what you're going to do is there's someone that's right there in your love space you don't even know that you're going to end up being with. There's someone that you're going to meet, or you may have already met them, I don't know. But you're going to have a possible celebration marriage. Someone that you're going to have a relationship with that is going to be very, very deep, emotional, loving, kind, sweet, which possibly could lead to marriage. Now, if this is your read, Cancer, please give me 3 to 5 minutes and let me clarify the reading, because I really want to see additional information the Spirit Guides want us to know. I want to see the additional information the Spirit Guides want us to know about this relationship, and also about what happened in the past. Even though we leave the past behind, the past is teaches us what to do, because this was a relationship that you had to go through so that you can be ready for whoever this Four of Wands is. So let's see what the Sun card is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Sun card here for my Cancers? Show me, Spirit Guides. Why is the Sun card here for Cancers? Oh, I have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a lot of baggage. Somebody was carrying a lot of baggage. Ten of Wands, a baggage of self-esteem. And see, this Sun card illuminated that. And I'll say it again, the Sun card illuminated that. Whomever was in your love space before, they had a lot of issues that they were dealing with. A lot of issues that you didn't even know about that they were dealing with. But the Sun illuminated those issues for you. And you really got to see them and see them for their issues and all. And I think you were a little blinded before. I think you were just kind of going in a little gullible on this relationship before. But then you got to see them for who they truly were, whether they were an abuser, I don't know. I'm just saying, whether they were an abuser, whether they just had lack of self-esteem, whether they were, could be anything, any of the negative things. But they had a lot of issues, a lot of baggage that you tended to look away from because you were in love with them. And you are a Cancer. You're very loving and kind. So let's see why this Three of Swords is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Oh, the Devil card. Well, you are obsessed in love with them. That's why this hurted. But see, I tell you again, you cannot be so obsessed with someone that you don't see yourself, that you don't for yourself. And here's what's happened. That's why your heart got broken so deeply. You were incredibly in love with this person. The devil, I always say, gets a bad card. Can represent a Capricorn person as well. But the devil gets a bad rub because people say, oh, it's everything lustful. And it could have been, I'm not saying it's not a lustful relationship, that it wasn't like that. But it's almost like you were so obsessed with them that you didn't see the things that they had. You didn't see the thing. You didn't see their baggage. You didn't see their issues because, maybe the intimacy was really, really good. Maybe it was so lustful. And I think sometimes we get hooked up on the lust part of the relationship, but you were incredibly in love with them. Because for you to be incredibly in love with someone, you have to be in their energy all the time. And the Devil card represents lust as well. It also represents obsession. And there was some type of obsession with this person. Some type of obsession, and you had to learn your lesson, because this definitely is a karmic relationship. You had to learn your lesson. Let's see why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Show me, Spirit Guides. Three of Wands. See, you're looking into the future now because you had to go through this heartache. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune means that this was a destined relationship before. You've gone through the pain, and this was some deep pain because you were incredibly in love with this person. There was lust here. This was a relationship that you had never had before, and you gave too much of yourself. But here's the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is all about you having incredible well, first of all, this relationship was a karmic relationship where you had to learn your lesson. But the wheel of fortune means that there is some good karma coming from you in your future. In your future, there's something good coming towards you. Let's see why this page of wands is here. Show me, spirit guides. Oh, I have the moon. I think that, well, we know you let this person go. And the moon is all about, you had a lot of illusions with them. You know, there was a lot of things. Could have been a Pisces person as well. Moon represents Pisces, but it can be anyone. This is a general read. But the moon card says that there was betrayal here too with this person. There was a lot going on. But nevertheless, you became a free spirit, and then you're doing your own thing. You're having your own thing. You're having fun, doing what you do, enjoying life. And here's this Four of Wands, and I can't wait. Show me, spirit guys, why is the Four of Wands here for my Cancers? Show me why the Four of Wands is here for Cancers. Oh, Seven of Cups. See, you now you've broken away from this other person. Now you have a lot of different options. And you know, Cancers, you like to have fun. There's a lot of different options here, a lot of different confusion. And when I say not necessarily confusion, but a lot of different options for you now. But here's this Four of Wands. There's someone here because you broke away. You're going to meet someone on your journey of doing what you're doing, enjoying life, learning things, just doing what you do. You're going to meet someone. And here's this Four of Wands telling you're going to decide, or someone's going to decide on you as the only option, because there's a lot of different options there with that Seven of Cups. Let's see here. Show me, spirit guys. Let's talk about this. The Sun card. The Sun card means this is one of the best cards in the deck, but here's the deal. It's love, it's contentment, it's joy, it's fun, it's all of the above, but it also illuminates the pros and the cons. And here's the Ten of Wands. Someone in your love space before had a lot of issues that you didn't see. And let me tell you why you didn't see the issues. Because you were hooked on the loving. I'm just going to be honest. You were hooked on the loving. You didn't see it. The Devil card is here. You were obsessed with it. You were incredibly in love with them. And here's the Three of Swords. But your heart got broken because there's two swords here. One through your heart. There was more than you and them in this relationship. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. This was a destined relationship. You had to learn. You had to learn because you thought everything was rainbow and roses, but that's not how it is. Sometimes you have to go through those things in order to build a relationship, but you have to figure out what you're willing to go through and what you're willing to stay for. You've learned that with this relationship, and here's the Three of Wands. You're looking towards your future. There's good karma coming to you with that Wheel of Fortune also. Page of Wands, you're doing your thing, and here the betrayal that you had, it made you just kind of roam and do your thing rather than dealing with someone else's issues, because this person had issues. Well, on your journey, while you're doing that, there's a someone that's going to decide they want to be with you, and there's a Seven of Cups. There's a lot of different options that you come across, but you're going to get one option that you're going to end up being with. So let's see.